أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way, lesson 7 today for the basic grammar. We saw the question words in QC1, some of them, just like a, hal, man, ma. And we say it means what? What? The common words which we learn in QC1, wa mean and, fa mean so or thus, na mean yes, and ma mean and la mean not. Then the act of lam. Lam does three acts. First is change the word of mudare into majzoom, mean bring the sukun on the jazm on the mudare. Remove the dhamma, bring the jazm. Second change, it takes the translation to the past from the future and the present. And third, make the strong negative meanings. Just like, let's have an example. If I say yaf'alu, it means he does or he will do. It have two meanings, present and future. When we say lam, it becomes yaf'al. Dhamma is gone. Lam yaf'al. And the meaning also change. He have not done or he did not do. Madi and negative meaning. That is the change due to the lam. Then we saw mudare. In the table of mudare, we have 5 sigas. They have dhamma at the end. Just like yafalu, tafalu, tafalu, afalu, and nafalu. Their rafa state is presence of this dhamma at the end of the lam. And if some words just like lam comes, it becomes lam yaf'al, lam taf'al, lam taf'al, lam af'al, lam naf'al. It means now the presence of the jazm, sakun, telling something has come and chopped them, make them much so. Suppose if another word comes just like lan, what does it? It press the dhamma into fatha. It becomes lam yaf'ala, lan yaf'ala, lan taf'ala, lan taf'ala, lan af'ala, lan naf'ala. So it becomes the mansub. So the mudari have 3 states. Raf, presence of dhamma on these 5 letters. Mansub means the presence of fatha on these sign at the end. And majzoom having the sign of sakun at them or the jazm at the end of them. So these are the 3 states. Yafalu, yafala, yafal. Tafalu, tafala, tafal. Afalu, afala, afal. Nafalu, nafala, nafal. So this is the one set. The 5 states of this mudari verb. Tafalu, yafalu, tafalu, afalu, nafalu. And there are 3 states. The raf state, presence of dhamma. Na state, presence of fatha. And jar state, presence of jazm at the end. What about the next? And these 3 states are the Arab, raf, nas, jar. What about the next? These are 7 sigas. Yafalane, yafaluna, tafalane, tafalune, tafaluna, tafalane, tafalina. Yafalane, tafalane, 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 yafaluna, tafaluna, tafalina. They all have nun at the end. And these 7 sigas are the state of the fail of the verb. They are called nune arabi. Their nun is called nune arabi because the presence of nun means they are rough. they have in Dhamma state. The absence of noon mean either they are majzoom or they are mansub. Because when the lam come, what it does? It make lam yafala, lam yafalu, lam tafala, lam tafala, lam tafalu, lam tafali, lam tafala. Remove the all noon. When the lan come, it also remove the noon. It also have the same action. Lan yaf'ala, lan yaf'alu, lan taf'ala, lan taf'ala, lan taf'alu, lan taf'ali, lan taf'ala. So either the mansub or the majzoom letters come, they all remove the ma. So these, the presence of noon mean they are in rough state. They are in the Dhamma state. And the absence of noon mean either they are in the state of nas or in jazm. Either they are mansub or they are majzoom. Now two are left. What are they? Yaf'alna, taf'alna. Their noon is called the noon of verb or fili, noon of fili, or they are also called noon of niswa, mean the feminine plural noon. It never goes. Either the lam come or the lan come, either the mansub come or the majzoom come, they remain same. Their state is same. Raf is also yafalna, tafalna. Mansub is also yafalna, tafalna. Jar is also yafalna, tafalna. So their presence or the Arab is the presence of their permanent noon. So in short, let me to revise for you in Mudare how we define there either it's a Raf or Nas or Jar. The five siga which have Dhamma at the end, yafalu, tafalu, tafalu, afalu, nafalu, their presence of la mean the Dhamma at the end. And siga mean fa'ala, yafalu, ifala, they are all siga. The state of the verb in the table, each one is called siga. This is the Arabic term. Siga mean the state of fa'il. Fa'ala is a siga, yafalu is a siga, tafalu is a siga, afalu is a siga. They all are siga. Mean the words which are coming in the table, each one is called siga. So in the Mudare, these five, yafalu, tafalu, tafalu, afalu, nafalu, if they have the Dhamma at the end, it means they are in Raf. They are the Dhamma state. If they have the Fatha, yafala, tafala, tafala, afala, nafala, it means they are the mansub. They are in the state of nas, Fatha. If they come with the skun, jazm, yaf'al, taf'al, taf'al, af'al, nafal, they are in the state of jar. So their Arab of Raf, Nas, Jar is the presence of Dhamma, Fatha or Jazm. Is it now clear to you all? The five letters, the five sigas. Tafalu, afalu, afalu, tafalu, nafalu, they all are called siga, siga. Not yet. I told you, look back. These are the verbs yaf'alu, taf'alu, taf'alu, afalu, taf, and the naf'alu. They all have Dhamma at the end. If the Dhamma is present, it means they are in the state of Raf, because Raf means Dhamma. When their Dhamma goes and there is Fatha, yaf'ala, taf'ala, taf'ala, af'ala, naf'ala, then they are mansub, because they have the Fatha, nas. When they have here the sakun, jazm, yaf'al, taf'al, taf'al, af'al, naf'al, then they are in the state of jar. Have you clear now you? Mean how you will identify it's a raf, nas, jar. If there is dhamma, it's raf. If there is fatha, nas. If it's jazm, it's sakun. There are only five which have this dhamma. Let me make more clear. Yafalu, tafalu, tafalu, afalu, nafalu, they are the normal maruf. Let the lam come. What it does? Lam yaf al, lam taf al, lam taf al, lam af al, lam nafal. Remove all the mas. Put us jazm. So they are mazum because the mazum lam has come and removed their tam. Let's another word can lan. Lan yaf'ala, lan taf'ala, lan taf'ala, lan af'ala, lan naf'ala. All the magan replaced by fatah because the lan has acted. Now we got three forms. Yafalu, yafala, yaf'al. Taf'alu, taf'ala, taf'al. Taf'alu, taf'ala, taf'al. Af'alu, af'ala, af'al. Nafalu, nafala, nafal. All those with dhamma, raf. All those with fatah, nas. All those with jaz, kasra. Now it's clear? Not yet. Okay, brother. Then I will have a special class one-to-one with you. Okay. So let's go for the next. The next seven sigha, mean the next seven members of the table. They are yafalane, yaf'aluna, tafalane, tafaluna, taf'alina, tafalane. So these seven, they have noon at the end. Their noon is called noon arabi because it drops. It shows the arab. Arab means showing roughness, jar. When the noon is intact, when they are yafalane, yafaluna, tafalane, tafalane, tafaluna, tafalina, tafalane, it means noon is intact. This is rough. It shows the presence of noon. When the noon ghaib, it becomes yaf'ala, yaf'alu, taf'ala, taf'alu, taf'alu, taf'ali, taf'ala. The absence of noon means either they are mansoob or mashhur. Let to give me example. The lam comes. Before lam, they are yaf'alane, yaf'aluna, taf'alane, taf'alane, taf'aluna, taf'alina, taf'alane. The moment lam come, it becomes lam yaf'ala, lam yaf'alu, lam taf'ala, lam taf'ala, lam taf'al, lam taf'ali, lam taf'ala. Noon is dropped. And for the plural, alif is placed. So less than lan come. What does? It again do the same. Lan yaf'al, lan yaf'alu, lan taf'ala, lan taf'ala, lan taf'alu, lan taf'ali, lan taf'ala. It also remove the noon and put the one for alif for the plural. So it means the presence of noon in these seven mean they are rough. The absence of noon in seven mean either they are nas or jar. Either they are mansoob or majhul because we don't know until unless we see who is in front of them. If lam, we will say they are majzoom. If we see lan, we say they are majroor. Their decision of nas and jar will be depending which amil, mean the actor, is in front of them. Is it now clear? Not? It's very difficult for me to go ahead until unless you will say, okay, we know something. Okay, brother. The last two members are the sigha of this mudari table. They are called yaf. This is yaf'alanna, taf'alanna. Taf'alanna, yaf'alanna. Yaf'alanna is for the ghaib feminine and taf'alanna is for the friend, mean the hadir or the mutakhallim or the second person. Their noon never disappears and neither change, neither dhamma, fatah, kasra, jazm. So their raf is also yafalanna and tafalanna. Their nas is also yafalanna, tafalanna. Their jazm is also la yafalanna, tafalanna. Let me to give. The normal is yafalanna tafalan. Lam comes. It will be lam yafalanna, lam tafalanna, no change. Lan come, no change. Lan yafalanna, lan tafalanna. It means they are just like haza, 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 mabni. They never change. So their presence of noon is indicating they are raf. They may be nas, they may be jar. How we will decide? If there is nothing in front, they are nas. If there is lam or the group of lam have lam and hatta or lam extra has come, then they are in nas. If there is in manma or there is some lan the lam and in manma come, then it is in jar. So the jar and the nas decision of these both depend which is in front of them, lam or lan. Let's to take these two as a representative. Lam is the representative making the majzoom. Lan is the representative making the mansub, mean giving the fatah. Their state of raf, nas, jar. Raf is clear. If nothing is in front, it's raf. If there is something, then we have to see either it is a majzoom letter, just like lam, then we say they are majzoom. If there is the nas letter, just like lan, then we say they are mansub. So with this, we come to the nawasibi mudari. What are the letters which make a mudari mansub, mean giving the fatah? What are those which give a fatah to the mudari? Among them, one we have learned, that is lan. Yaf'alu is the normal. Lan come, it began lan yaf'ala. It gave the fatah, mean nas. An mean also gives that. An yazhaba, it was yazhabu, dhamma. An came, give it the fatah. The next is izan or izan. Izan sa akra, akra. It was akra'u, dhamma. It have changed into fatah. Kai. Nusbihaka, it was nusabbihu. Ha was having dhamma. But due to kai, it becomes nusabbiha. Ka is the zamir, remove it. Hatta, until. Tattabi'a, it was tattabi'u, dhamma. Hatta changed into fatah. The last one is lame amr or taqid or talil. The verb was originally ashrabu with dhamma. This lam came with kasra. It changed into li ashraba. So these are the important letters. Lan, an, izn, kai, hatta, li. They, when come, they remove the dhamma of the mudari and place a fatah. The next group is the jawazime mudari, giving the jazm. One is among them lam. We have yaf'alu. The moment lam came, it became lam yaf'al. The next was lamma. It was yaf'alu. Lamma came, it became lamma yaf'al. Jazm. Lam amr come. Yaf'alu was the original. Lam amr came, it became li yaf'al. Then lam nahi amr. It was tanzuru. Lam came, la tanzur. What is the extra letter? In harf shart, it act on two. It was tatawalluna yastabdilu. The in came, tatawalluna noon gone, yastabdilu, it's dhamma gone. It acted on the two verbs. In tatawallu yastabdil. The next last one is man. Man is also harf shart. Just like faman ya'mal. It was ya'malu. It became faman ya'mal. We have already studied this in QC4. We said two set. One is the chopper set, other is the hammer set, and their effect we know how they act on the single word, how they act on the plural word. Here the words are only repeated. Lam, lamma, lame, amar, la, in, manma. They chop the dhamma or the noon and make them the word majzoom. And the second word said was, you saw before it, that was lan, an, hatta, and they were also causing a change. They were changing the dhamma into fatha and removing the noon of the plural. So they are called jawazim mudare and nawasib mudare. Nawasib mean giving nas, mean giving them fatha. Jawazim mean giving them jazm, mean the sakun. Just like this, lam, lamma, lame, amar, la, in, man, they all were removing the dhamma. They were giving the jazm, sakun. Then in QC3 we learn mazid fi false. I told you, please remember one, that is ifal. And what you do with this ifal, add the word ta, letter ta, it will become iftiyal. Ifal, if you add noon in it, it become infiyal. In ifal, if you alif sin ta, it become istifal. How many? 4. Ifal, iftiyal, infiyal, istifal. I said, okay, make one the feminine, that is mufala. So how many? 5. If 8 are total, 5 we have this made. How many left? 3 left. 8 minus 5, 3. For 3, I said, okay, add ta in each one. But not in afal, but in fa'imlan. In fa'imlan, if you add ta with ya, the bab name will be taf'il. If in fa and lam, if you add ta alif, it become tafa'ul. If fa and lam, if you add ta and ain, it become tafa'ul. So ifal by add ta, iftiyal by add nun, infiyal by add alif sin ta, istifal, the fifth one mufa'ila, the rest 3 with ta, with addition ya, alif and ain. Ta, ya, taf'il, ta, alif, tafa'ul, ta, and taful. This was the one pattern to memorize them. If it's hard for you, difficult, leave that. Then we become, from the lessons we learn, a word allama from ta'lim. From ta'lim we say taf'il the ba. From hasaba word we learn muhasaba. The name was mufa'ala. What is going inside? Aisha, please keep your hand down. At the end, I will ask all the questions, whatever you ask, we will discuss at the end. So the next, aslama, we learned the word from is Islam, and the bab was if'al. From ikhtilafa, we learned the word ikhtilaf. The bab is this is iftiyal. From istaghfara, we learned the word istighfar. The bab name was istifal. From tadabbura, we learned the word tadabbur. The bab name was tafawwul. And from tadarasa, we learned the word tadarus. The bab name was tafa'ul. And from inqilaba, we learned the word inqilab, and the bab name is infiyal. These all things have been taught to you in QC3, 4, or even 1, 2. They are just a repetition. Nothing is new. Yes, if something is new, we can discuss it. Doesn't matter. Then for ain kalma, we say if madi have ain kalma fatha, and the mudare also have fatha and kalma, the bab name is fatha. If the madi have ain kalma dhamma, and the mudare also have the ain kalma dhamma, the bab name is karuna. If the madi ain kalma is kasra, and the mudare also have the kasra, the bab name is hasiba. Mean if both Madi Mudari and Kalma Fatah, Bab is Fatah. If both Madi Mudari and Kalma Dhamma, Bab is Karum. If the Madi Mudari both and Kalma Kasra, the Bab is Hasiba. If the Madi have a Fatah and Kalma, but Mudari have also Fatah, Bab is Fatah. If the Madi and Kalma is Dhamma and the Mudari is also Dhamma, the Bab is Karum. If the Madi and Kalma is Kasra and the Mudari is also Kasra, the Bab is Hasiba. But if the Madi have Fatah and the Mudari and Kalma is Fatah, so we said Bab is Fatah. If both have Dhamma, Bab is the Karuma. If both are Kasra, the Bab is Hasiba. These three Babas are now clear to you. I have repeated it thrice. Next, there is a very important concept, the Harkat and the I'rab. Harkat means movement. If there is a Fatah on some letter, the letter is called Mutahrik, means having Harka. And the Fatah is then called Fatah. And the word or the letter is called Maftu. The state of letter will be called Maftu. But when the same Fatah is at the end of some word, then it is called Nas. Fatah is called now Nas. And that word or Kalima is called Mansub. Try to understand the difference between the letter and the Kalima. Harf and the Kalma. Harf is a single letter. And Kalma is a word. So they both have different meanings and different terms for the Fatah. In the single letter, it is called Fatah and the letter is called Maftu. And the word, when you have the same Fatah, the Fatah is called now Nasb and the letter is called Mansub. Let's to have Dhamma. The Dhamma on some letter when it is, that letter is called Madmu. And it is called Dhamma. But when same Dhamma is at the end of some word, then it is not called Dhamma, it is called Raf. And that word is called Marfu. When there is a Kasra, when it is on some letter, that letter will be called Maksub, having the Kasra. But when the same Kasra is on the end of some word, then it is called Jar. Kasra is called Jar. And the word is called Majrur. Let me repeat for you. Suppose there is a word. It have many letters. On the letter, when there is Fatah, Dhamma, Kasra, they have different terms. When there is Fatah, the letter is called Maftu. When there is Dhamma, the letter is called Madmu. When there is Kasra, the letter is called Maksub. Now we consider the word. Word is made of letters. And that is called Kalima. When the Kalima or the word has at the end Fatah, this Fatah is not called Fatah, that is called Nas. The Fatah name becomes Nas and the word will become Mansub. When there is a Dhamma on the end of some word, then we will call it's not Dhamma, we will call Raf. And the word will be called Marfu. And when there is a Kasra on the end of some word, the word Kasra will be called Jar. And the state of the word will be called Majrur. What about the Sakun? When Sakun is on some letter, that letter is called Sakin, means no sound. But when the same Sakun is at the end of some word, then it is called Jazm, and the word is called Majzum. When there is double Fatah, double Kasra, double Dhamma, that is called Tanween, Dhammatan, Fatatan, Kasratan. And the word is called Man'un. The letter is also called Man. There is no letters. They always come at the end, mean at the word end. So we call Dhammatan, Fatatan, Kasratan, and the word is still called. When there is Dhammatan, it is called Marfu. When there is Fatatan, it is called Mansub. When there is Kasratan, it is called Majrur. Either single dhamma or double dhamma, the word will call marfu. Either single fatha or double fatha, the word will call mansub. If single kasra or double kasra, the word will call, majroor. And when there is a sakun, the word will call majzoom. These mansoob, marfu, majroor, majzoom terms are very important. They are called i'rab because they decide either the word is a file, active, doing something, or it's a maf'ul, getting the effect of something, or it's a majroor, mean having some relation. With the help of their state, raf, nas, jar, help us to understand the status of that word in the sentence. Yesterday, I gave you a very good example. Akala hamidun, or daraba hamidun zaid, or mahmud, or daraba abu mahmudun. The change of Dhamma, Fatah, Kasra on the Mahmud was changing the position of Mahmud. In one, the Mahmud was eating, he was file. In the other was, he was getting the hit of some darb, so he was maful. In the third one, his father was beating the person who hit or beat the Mahmud. So, Fatah, Dhamma, Kasra, they are very important, and their term is raf, mean Dhamma, and the word is called marfu. The Fatah is the sign, and the word is called mansub. The kasra is the sign, jar, and the word is called majrur. So raf, nas, jar, marfu, mansub, majrur. Let's to see, this is the siga. It is a verb. Siga is nothing. When say fa'ala is a siga, fa'alu is a siga, fa'alta is a siga, fa'altu is a siga, fa'altum is a siga, fa'alna is a siga, yafalu is a siga, yafaluna is a siga, tafalu is a siga, afalu is a siga, tafaluna is a siga, nafaluna is a siga, ifal is a siga, ifalu is a siga, la tafal is a siga, la tafalu is a siga, fa'ilun is a siga, maf'ulun is also siga, fa'ilun is also siga. Now you understand what siga. This is a one siga, fa'alu. The moment I look, I come to know 6 things. First of all, I make it 2 parts. The first 3 letters and the rest part. You look, the first 3 letters, they are telling me the root letters. They are telling me the bab. They are telling me it's a marfa, maruf, or the majhul. Because the presence of dhamma on the first letter of the fail is showing it's maybe the majhul. And showing the fatah, showing it's the maruf. When I see the second part, this white part, wa, it is also telling me 3 things. First, it tells who is doing this work, either the third person, second person, or first person. Secondly, it tells me the gender. Is it a male or the female doing? Third, it tells me the number. Is it a single or it's a dual or the plural is doing it? So by looking at one siga of any siga of the table, you come to know these 5 or 6 things. You can tell the root letter. You can find out the bab. At times you may need the mudare to find out the bab also, mazi mudare. And you clearly can say it is a maruf or majhul. And you can say either it is a third person, huwa, hum, or it's a second person, anta, antum, or it's a first person, anana. And you can also tell it's a male or the female. Or you can also tell it's doer is a one person or dual or the plural. So these things are known from a siga. Of course, the siga now should be cleared. I have told you all the sigas of a table. Look, when I looked on this word, I come to know fa, ain, lam, this is the root letter of this word. Then I come to know this come on the fatah because fa'ala yaf'alu. The ain kalma in madi mudare both are showing the fatah. So that's the bab fatah. And third thing I come to know is ma'ruf because it is not having dhamma at the first. the majhul is having dhamma. Fu'ila yufalu. It is not on that pattern. And then I come to know it's madi, because at the end there is change waw alif. The mazi sign was wa ta tu tum na, and mudari was in the beginning ya ta hamza nun. There is no ya ta hamza nun, so it's not mudari. Then it tells it's jama, because we know waw alif is for the plural. Fa'ala fa'alu ja'ala ja'alu fataha fatahu. Waw alif is telling it's a plural. Then it says ghaib. How? Because fa'ala fa'alu, it is the first form. For the front we say fa'alta fa'altum. For the first person we say fa'altu fa'alna. So waw alif is telling clearly it's a ghaib, mean the third person. And it is a muzakkar, because fa'ala fa'alu, they are the masculine. For the feminine we say fa'al, fa'alat, fa'alna. So it's not the family. And the lastly, it's telling again the doer is the plural. Let's so come another thing, demonstrative nouns. We say for the muzakkar, mean the masculine, we say haza, and plural is haulai. This is for the near. And for the feminine we say hazi, haulai. This is the plural. For the away, bayid, we say zalika, and plural was ulaika. For the feminine we say tilka, plural was ulaika. We are clear about that. Now one was left, that is the dual. The dual is called tasna. Tasna. For haza it is hazane. We added alif, just like kitab, kitabani, babani, hazani. And for the feminine we say hatani, hatani. For the away we say dual. For the male zanika, zanika, and for the female we say tanika. Now these were the dual. Now our complete table is haza, hazane, haulai, zalika, zainika, ulaika, hazihi, hatane, haulai, tilka, tainika, ulaika. Now the point noting is that the wahid and jama, their rough jar is the same. Haza, 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 haulai, 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 hazihi, 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 haulai, 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 zalika, 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 ulaika, 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 tilka, 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 ulaika, ulaika, ulaika. Mean for the singular and plural, the rough jar is the same for masculine and feminine, no different. But when we say hazane, it have three forms. Hazane, hazaini, hazane, hazaini, hazaini. Just like muslimuna, muslimina, muslimin. Same way, zanika, zani, sorry, zanika, zainika, zainika, hatane, hataini, hataini, tanika, tainika, tainika. Mean that the musanna or tasniya, they have three shape. For the rough, jar, they differ, but the first singular and plural, they remain same, no change. Just like haza, haulai, zalika, ulaika for the masculine, for the feminine hazi, haulai, tilka, ulaika, they remain same. Rough, jar, no difference. Haza, 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 haulai, haulai, haulai. Same way. But when there come the duals, hazani, hatani, zainika, zanika, they have the three form. Hazane, hazaini, hazaini. Zainika, Zainika, sorry, Zainika, Zainiki, or Zaini. Hatane, Hataini, Hataini. Tainika, Taini, Taini. So these have the change. The next is Slasi Mujarrad Bab. We learned that when it comes the three-letter Nasara, it have two forms. Nasara, Yansuru. The Madi have Fatah, the Mudari has Dhamma, and the Bab is called Nasara. The next we saw Daraba. It is Daraba Yadribu. The Madi Ain Kalma have Fatah, the Mudari Ain Kalma have Dhamma, and the Bab name is Nasara. The next is Fataha. We have Fataha Yaftahu. Mean Ain Kalma is Fatah, and the Ain Kalma in Madi and Mudari both Fatah, so Bab is Fatah. Then we say Samia. The Madi Mudari is Samia Yashmau. It means that in the Madi and Kalma has Kasra, and in Mudari it has Fatah. So that is the Bab Samia. Then we say Karuma. Karuma Yakrumu. The Madi and Kalma was Dhamma, and the Mudari and Kalma is also Dhamma. So Bab is Karuma. The last was Hasiba. Hasiba Yahsabu. The Mudari and Kalma has Kasra, and the Madi and Kalma is also Kasra. So Bab is Karuma. So these are the 6 Slasi Mujarrad Bab we so far have studied. Then the root letters of a based verb, they are classified in 3 types. One is called the Slasi. Slasi means 3 letters verb. Other is called the Rubai. Rubai means the 4-letter verbs. The third one is Khamasi. Khamasi means the 5-letter verb. The 5-letter verb, they have not come as a verb in the Musaf, they have come as a nouns. Let's take the Slasi. We have studied the Slasi. So Slasi again have 2 types. One is called the Mujarrad, mean the simple 3-letter. And other is called the Mazid Fi, mean having some extra letter in the first Siga of the Madi, or the first form of the Madi. The Rubai also have the same. They maybe have the 4-letter simple that called Mujarrad, Rubai Mujarrad. They may have the Mazid Fi Rubai. We are not going to study Rubai, so leave that. Let's come the Mujarrad, Slasi Mujarrad. We had 4 forms. We said they may be Sahih, Afal, they may be weak, they may be the double letter, or they may be the Hamza. We say strong verb, weak verb, repeated verb, and the Hamza. Same in the Mazid, we also have the same group. Sound verb, weak verb, repeated verb, and the Hamza verb. Then we started Asma'i Masula. What was that? For the masculine, we say Allazi, and the plural was Allazina. For the feminine, we say Allati. Its plural is Allati and Allai. It has 2 plural. They also have the same. Allazi Raf, Allazi Nas, Allazi Jar. Allazina Raf, Allazina Nas, Allazina Jar. Allati is a Raf, Allati is a Nas, Allati is a Jar. Allati is a Raf, Allati is a Nas, Allati is the Jar. Allai also Raf, Allai, Nas, Allai. No change. All the 3. But they're dual. What about the dual? Musanna. Allazi Musanna is Allazani. And the Allati is the Allatani. They have 3 forms. Allazani, Allazaini, Allazaini. Allatane, Allataini, Allataini. Dual have the same as Ismu Ishara. Hazane, Hazaini, Hazaini, Hatane, Hataini, Hataini, Zanika, Zainika, Zainika. Same way. Allazane, Allazaini, Allazaini, Allatane, Allataini, Allataini. So Allazi, feminine is Allati. Allazani is the dual, Allatani is the dual for the feminine. Allazina is the masculine, Allati and Allai is the feminine. Okay. Now we are going to find out the file. Hua. When we say verb, Fa zahaba, huwa is hidden in it. We call mustatir. In Arabic, call mustatir, hidden. File, huwa is hidden. When we say huma, the verb become zahaba. The alif at the end, it is showing the dual, huma. Hum, it's a plural. The verb becomes zahabu. In the zahabu, the word wow. Wow is telling it's the hum. Here, we say zahabat. Yes, who will tell me where is the here in this zahabat? Zahabat, it is having here. Where is here? No, ta is not the answer. Ta is representing the difference between the masculine and the feminine. It is just telling that is a female. Ta is telling just is a female. Where is the here? Ta is just telling it's a feminine, but it's not telling the here. Just as Zahaba is for the masculine, Zahabat is for the feminine. As in Zahaba, there is no visible file. We say Huwa is hidden. In Zahabat, here is hidden. Mustatir. Here is Mustatir. Ta is Tanisi. It is just differentiating. It's a feminine word. Just like Zahaba is for the masculine. Huma for the feminine. We say Zahab. Zahaba Tuma. Zahaba Tuma. Zahab Tuma. The word Tuma is telling the alif. Zahab Tuma alif is telling it's the dual. Hunna. Zahabna. The noon is telling it's the feminine. Plural. Anta. Zahabta. The ta with fatha is telling it's the masculine you, front. Antuma. Zahabtuma. The Tuma is telling is the front two people, maybe male or female, both have the same term. Antum, Zahabtum, the tum word is telling is the front plural all, you. Anti, it is telling the feminine front one person. Zahabti, ta with kasra is telling. That is the sign. Antuma, again tuma is telling is the feminine. Two. Antunna. In this, the tunna word is telling they all the front, all females. Okay. Ana. We say zahabtu. The ta with fata is telling it's ana. Nahnu. Zahabna. The na is telling they are the all first person. So, anta, zahabta, ta is the sign. Antuma, zahabtuma, the alif is the sign actually, or tuma is the sign. Antum, zahabtum, the tum is the sign which is telling who is the file. Anti, zahabti, the ta with kasra is telling who is the file. Antuma, zahabtuma, the tuma is telling this is the dual front. Antunna, zahabtunna, tunna is telling is the feminine front all. Anna, zahabtu, the ta is telling it's maybe male or female, but the first person singular. Nahnu telling zahabna, it's telling na is telling is that. So in Sigha Ghaib, we said huwa, hum, hiya, and for the dual we say huma, huma, and hunna. We completed the 6 pronouns. Huwa, huma, hum for the male, hiya, huma, hunna for the female. And what was the second form? This is the marfu. This is the munfasil. The attached pronoun is hu, hum for the plural, for the feminine ha. The rest for the dual is huma, huma, and hunna. So they completed the female. Ha, huma, hum. Hu, huma, hum for the male, ha, huma, hunna for the female. Let's go for the hazir. We say anta, antum, we know. For the feminine, we say anti. For the dual, antuma, antuma, and antunna. Now we complete it. Anta, antuma, antum. Anti, antuma, antunna. What they're attached for? Suppose this is the huwa, huma, hum. For the feminine, hiya, huma, hunna. So these are the ghaib six siga. Huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma. For the second person, muzakkir, we say anta, antuma, antum. Anti, antuma, antunna. Anta, antuma, antum. Anti, antuma, antunna. And for the first person, we say ana, nahnu, and nahnu. For the female also, ana, nahnu, nahnu. So this is the complete table, giving us the files apparent, barid, they are visible, they are munfasil. When they come in the fail, fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, that is a male. For the female, we say fa'alat, fa'alta, fa'alna. For the second person, we say for the male, fa'alta, fa'altum, ma fa'altum. For the female, we say fa'alti, fa'altuma, fa'altunna. For the first person, we say fa'altu, fa'alna, fa'alna. For the female also, fa'altu, fa'alna, fa'alna. So look very clearly in this table. You can find the duals all visible, alif, ta, tuma, and na, showing the file. Look, the plural, they also show all. Wa, noon, and tum, and tunna, and again, see the na and na. Come to the singular. Except the first and the fourth. First is fa'ala. The fourth one is fa'alat. Have you found this fa'ala and fa'alat? Okay, let me do. The siga are counted just like this is first siga, this is second, and the alu is the third. So fa'alat is the fourth one. So this is the one, this is the fourth. Except first and second, their file is not visible, it is mustatir. It's hidden. In first siga it is huwa, in fourth siga it is here. And while the rest, all the file is visible, either in the form of alif, or in the form of waw alif, or in the form of noon, or in the form of ta with fatha, ta with kasra, ta with dhamma, or tuma, or tunna, or na, or either having ta with dhamma. They all are visible. They are called barid. The word shows who is doing the fail verb. And the only first and fourth, they don't show. There the file is hidden, mustatir. Fa'ala, huwa is hidden. Fa'alat, hiya is hidden. Let's try mudari. Look, the mudari, yafalu, yafalane, yafaluna, tafalu, tafalane, yafalna, ta'malu, ta'malane, ta'malna, ta'malina, ta'malane, ta'malna, amalu, namalu, namalu, amalu, namalu, namalu. In all these, ya, ta, hamza, nun, they are representing the file. If it's ya, it's ghaib. If it's ani, it's dual. If it's waw, nun, plural. Yafalu, yafalane, yafaluna. Waw, nun, and this alif, nun, they are representing dual and plural. Same for here. Ta'amalu, ta'amalane, yamalna. Yamalna, nun is representing the plural ghaib feminine. Alif, nun is representing the duals. And ta'amalane, ta is representing the fern and the ghaib. So in these all, ya is representing the ghaib, except the fourth siga ta'amalu, we represent the feminine. And the ta representing the second person, and hamza and noon representing the first person. Now zamir, they are actually two sets. Huwa, huma, hum, hiya huma hunna, anta antuma antum, anti antuma antunna, ana nahnu ana. They are called munfasil. Huwa huma anta ana antum ana. You have done this step. The second form is when they come with attached with the verb, part as a verb. Just fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alta, fa'altu, fa'altum, fa'alna. Yafalu, yafaluna, tafalu, afalu, nafalu. You have done so many times. So in them, the va, ta, tu, tumna, ya, ta, hamza, nun, they are the showing the files. In mudare, this wow is telling the also the mudare. They are called muttasil. These both are called marfu. They are all file. When they come in this shape, either munfasil or muttasil, either come as a separate or a joint, they are marfu. They are showing the file dua. The second form is mansub, having the fatha. It also have the munfasil, just in form iyahu, iyahum, iyaka, iyak, iyakum, iyakunna, or iyaha, iya hunna, iyaki, iyakum, iya, iyakunna, iyana. Mean the iya represent them as a munfasil, separate, and their mutasil come like khalaka hu. Khalaka is a verb showing huwa. Who is coming as a separate. So who, whom, ka, I, kumna, when they come attached with just like khalakahu, khalakahum, khalakaka, khalakani, khalakakum, khalakana, or innahu, innahum, innaka, innani, innakum. They are muttasil, they are coming as a fatah. They are representing the nas state. And the last jar state only have one table. That is the muttasil. No munfasil in that. They are hum, ka, I, kumna. They can come attached with the verb. They can come attached with the harf. They can come attached with the noun. Just like minhu, minhum, minka, minni. This is a harf. Rabbuhu, rabbuhum, rabbuka. That is coming as a ism. Same way they can come attached with some other things. So they are called majroor. When they come in this shape, they are called. Pronouns are only basically two types. Huwa, huma, hum, anta, anta, antum, nana, nanu. They are the munfasil, separate. The second come attached. Hu, hum, ka, I, kum, na. They come attached and call them muttasil. But due to their value, they are placed in three groups. The raf group, the nas group, and the jar group. In the raf, they have two forms. Munfasil, separate, and muttasil, and they are their form. And in the mansub nas state, they also have two forms. Munfasil coming separate, muttasil coming with attached with some extra as a verb. And majroor, they have only one set. They either come with the attached with the harf or the ism. The text appears in three shapes. Either it may be a mufrid, just like harf, fail, or ism, or it may be some compound. There are 6 pairs or compound we will see next slide. They may come as a sentence, jumla, which may be jumla failure or jumla ismiya. When the jumla come, the jumla ismiya is start with a noun or ism. It has two parts, mubtada and khabar. Apart from this, whatever come, that is called mutalliq khabar, means related to the khabar. And jumla failure, it also have two parts, fail and file. And rest whatever comes, that may be marful or mutalliq fail. So jumla ismiya, jumla failure, there are two types. And plus there are 6 pairs. The first pair is called the jar and majroor. Mean a harf jar joined with the noun, just like fil kitab. And the compound name is murakkab jari in Arabic. The second pair is called two ism. One is masuf, other is sif. Mean two ism, they come, they have the the tawsif, murakkab tawsif having the sifa, just like kitabun kareem. And the third pair is called having two ism. One is ism ishara, other is the ism. Just like ism ishara is called mushar and the other is called mushar ilay. And the example is haza kitab, and this is called murakkabi ishari. The fourth pair is called mudaf and mudaf. Mean two ism come. One ism is mudaf, which does not have alif lam and never tanween. And the second is majroor ism, kitabullahi, and this is called murakkabi idafi. The fifth pair is called atf and matuf. Mean two ism joined with some letter of ataf, just like kitabun wa kalam. Kitab is ism, kalam ism joined with a vaw letter, and this murakkab is called murakkabi atfi. The last sixth one is called having the number and the counted thing. Number is called adad. The thing which we count is called ma'dud, and the murakkab example is ashra kawkabun, mean murakkabi adadi. So there are 6 pairs. Inshallah, we will do in detail in QC4. Sorry, QC5. You will study 4. The rest two, last two, they are not in your syllabus. So we will see them. So the Jumla Ismiya is called the nominal sentence, and the Jumla Fi'liya is also called verbal sentence. And the last slide of our lesson of today is ism must be known is 4 things. The case, either is in raf or is nas or the jar is still. It must be known gender. Is it a masculine or the feminine? Its number should be known. Either it's a singular, it's a dual, or it's a plural. And its kind should be known. It's a common noun or it's a proper noun. Until unless know you all these 4 things about a noun or the ism, neither you can use it properly, nor you can understand it properly, nor can you translate properly. So with this, we have come to the end of our course. Let's to pray. May Allah help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, propagate, and memorize the Quran. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Allahumma ighfir lana qabla al-maut warhamna inda al-maut wa la tu'azzibna ba'da al-maut wa la tuhasibna yawm al-qiyamah innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah Hafiz. So we have completed now your